Hi, my name is Maddie Hikida. I'm a junior at Bowdoin. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I'm the media lead with Sunrise Bowdoin. We've stayed active over Zoom throughout the summer and the semester, and we've been primarily interested in organizing for the election as well as just doing our general climate justice activism. One of the kind of surprising nice things about being virtual is that it's enabled us to really get involved with volunteering and campaigns, both phone banking and letter writing and text banking through Sunrise National and also with our partner organizations on campus.
Hi, my name is Claire Traum, and I'm co-leading Bowdoin Women in Business with Aduni Abrams. So far, we've been meeting on Zoom, and we were thrilled to see a number of first years show up to our kickoff meeting. We are also working on creating a set of resources for the club with upperclassmen advice for our newer members, given the spirit of support that we're emphasizing this semester. We're also looking forward to meeting with Kayla Baker, who co-founded Bowdoin Women in Business 10 years ago. So lots to look forward to, and we're grateful for the enthusiasm we've seen so far.
Hello to family members, friends, and loved ones, and welcome to Bowdoin's virtual family weekend. My name is Ryan. I'm a senior here at Bowdoin. I use he, him, his pronouns, and I am a government and legal studies and education coordinate major.
Hi everyone, my name is Chanel. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I'm also a senior, and I'm an Africana Studies major with a theater minor. Ryan and I are the McKeen Center Fellows for the Common Good Grant program this school year. The Common Good Grant Committee is basically a program through the McKeen Center which teaches students of all class years about philanthropy in the Mid-Coast Maine community. We spend the first semester hearing from panelists and just learning about the nonprofits in the Mid-Coast Maine area, issues that Mid-Coast Mainers face, and philanthropy at large. We also do a bunch of fundraising, and along with a $10,000 donation that we have every year from an anonymous donor, we're able to give out grants to different nonprofits in the area that apply. So that's generally what we do for most of the second semester, is assess grant applications and raise money for these grants.
This year, we had an unprecedented amount of applicants trying to join the Common Good Grant Committee. One of the amazing things about being virtual this year is that we were able to expand the committee size because we're not constrained to the normal space that we're in, and we have a really great group of people. Obviously, it's an adjustment to bring a usually in-person program online, but Chanel, I, and our staff advisor, Tom, have been working hard since June to really make sure that we translate this to both help be an educational and valuable experience and also to try and form a virtual community in such a distant semester.
We put together a really great committee this year. We've had so many first years who applied and who are able to be on this committee with us. Engagement has been really great at our first couple meetings, and everybody's just really excited to learn and participate in the program. We also have a new focus this year, specifically on racial justice in the community and assessing the needs having to do with racial justice as well as having to do with the COVID-19 pandemic, and hearing from organizations about how we can best support them during this time.
Yeah, and the shift virtual has had some fun aspects. Chanel and I have gotten to meet Tom's dog, Nigel, who is a part lab, part hound mix, and his 16-year-old cat, Kiki.
Yeah, so thank you all so much for listening. Thank you for letting your students share their time with us every single week, Tuesdays from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. on Zoom, and have a wonderful family weekend.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Grace Pettengil. I'm a student employee at SWAG, and one thing that's really surprised me this semester is how much community I have seen and been a part of on campus through SWAG. One thing which I really enjoyed was all of us gathering together to talk about RPG and to celebrate her life.
My name's Nirhan. I'm a current board member on the International Students Association, and in terms of multiculturalism in fall 2020, it's obviously been a lot of Zoom, but all in all, I think it's been pretty successful. We had a kickoff event at the beginning of the year, just so the upperclassmen could meet some of the international first years, as well as we set up a mentorship group program where a couple upperclassmen and a couple of the underclassmen are put into a group, and they've been sort of talking and discussing what life at Bowdoin should be like and what it usually is like. So a lot of Zoom, but all in all, pretty successful 2020 so far.
Hi everyone, my name's Brad Dudley, and I'm one of the leaders of the Catholic Students Union here at Bowdoin. Although the move to virtual learning has been less than ideal, CSU has continued to provide a fun, relaxed atmosphere. The other leaders, Mark, Joseph, Ryan, Sarah, Augie, and I have tried our best to provide a warming community to practice our Catholic faith and fellowship while attending Bowdoin. This semester, we have held Zoom Mass watch parties every Sunday to help those that may feel isolated, in addition to those that cannot safely attend Mass, to do so with a group of friends. Every Monday, we either have a social night full of hearty laughs, online games, and mental relaxation, or we have a discussion group where students are welcome to explore various avenues and questions of their faith with the guidance of our new diocesan campus minister, Anne. She's the best. Anne also leads the Ignatian Examen every Friday, which helps calm the mind and refocus our energy on God in order to reflect on the previous week. In the future, we hope to engage in some arts and crafts projects, prayer services, and guest speakers as the season of Advent approaches. So even though the situation is less than ideal, and we greatly miss everyone in person, this virtual experience is still a nourishing resource for Catholic spirituality on our campus. Have a great day, and God bless.
Hi everyone, welcome to Bowdoin's Family Weekend. My name is Chanel, and I'm a senior at Bowdoin, majoring in Africana Studies with a minor in theater, and I use she, her, hers pronouns.
Hello everyone, my name is Noelia. I study Government and Legal Studies and Hispanic Studies, and my pronouns are she, her, hers.
And we are the Bowdoin Public Service Initiative Fellows for this school year. The Bowdoin Public Service Initiative encompasses a bunch of different aspects of programming at Bowdoin. The two of us were both a part of the Bowdoin Public Service in Washington initiative during our sophomore year. Through this program, we were able to meet with a bunch of professionals working in public service. Every single week, we attended a different seminar with a guest speaker, and this all culminated in a week-long trip to Washington, D.C. during our spring break. Even though the program looks a little bit different this year, we're still able to do a lot of it virtually. So we'll have seminars weekly during the second semester, and this will all lead up to a 2-day virtual excursion of sorts over Zoom, where we'll meet with a bunch of professionals working in DC and get to hear from them about what it's like to be in public service.
And we're also hoping that our summer fellowships will still keep going in the midst of everything going on. This past summer, I was a Bowdoin Public Service Fellow, and we were able to do that remotely. And so this program allows Bowdoin juniors to have an internship in Washington, D.C., focused in the area of public policy, either at an agency, nonprofit, or a government office. And during this opportunity, Bowdoin students get to meet with alums in the field of public service to gain knowledge about this field and begin to form their networks.
Additionally, we've been able to have a bunch of really amazing programming already during this school year. We have had speakers come to campus virtually. So we had Senator King of Maine come speak to the Bowdoin community a couple weeks ago about his career in public service. We also last week had former Attorney General Eric Holder, who worked under the Obama administration. So these have been really great experiences and opportunities for students to learn about public service and what it's like to work in this field. And we have a bunch more panels and other types of discussions and events planned for the rest of the year.
Yeah. And another opportunity that we were able to hold this past summer virtually, and we're still hoping to have in the future, is the BPS Maine Government Fellowship. And this program provides students with a 10-week opportunity at a summer placement in Maine State or local government office.
So if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact either one of us, and please have an amazing family weekend.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jay Sayler, co-president of the Acapella Council and also a member of the Meddiebempsters. This year we're trying to figure out how to do acapella virtually, and it's proved to be pretty hard. We're trying to figure out how to do hopefully a few concerts, and maybe also groups are going to try to put together some songs virtually. But yeah, I think we'll make it through, but it hasn't been easy.
Hi, my name is Christiana Okafor. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a member of the class of 2023. I I started working with the Office of Sustainability last year as a first-year eco representative for Osher Hall. It was such a fulfilling experience to work with the office and my fellow peers to promote both environmental and individual sustainability. This year, though many of the usual activities have been put to a temporary halt, we're still trying our best to find ways to engage with students. Recently, we held drop-in sessions for first years and upper class students to come by and learn about things that they can do on and off of campus to still lead healthy and sustainable lifestyles.
Hi everyone, we're two of the student leaders from the mock trial team here at Bowdoin. My name is Thomas, I'm originally from Macon, Georgia, and I'm a senior government major.
My name is Laila, I use she, her, hers. I'm a senior gov and education major with an Africana Studies minor, originally from Boston.
So mock trial is a competitive legal simulation activity where we get a legal case that's mandated and written by a national mock trial organization, and we come up with a legal theory for the case that we receive. This year it's a wrongful death case, so we kind of craft a legal approach for a prosecution and defense of that case. And in a normal year we would travel to tournaments around New England and compete against the mock trial teams from other schools in-person kind of courtrooms. Unfortunately, this year we can't do that, so we're kind of coming up with some creative ways to figure out how to run our team virtually. So all of our competitions this year are going to take place over Zoom, which is a bit of a bummer, but we've got a really great crop of first years coming in right now who are super excited about being a part of the team. So we're just now holding our tryouts for the team, after which we'll probably take 7 or 8 first years and kind of integrate them into the team. So this year we're going to be holding all of our practices virtually, which is unfortunate, but we've come up with some kind of more creative ways to do that and focus more on learning the rules and understanding how to get better at mock trial rather than being as competitive as we would in a normal year.
Yeah, and 2 of our coaches are alumni, so we're really lucky to have them. We've been Zooming with them and getting their support, and they're really excited for this year. Kind of like Thomas was saying, our biggest goal for this year is going to be more personal improvement, learning the rules of mock trial more and being able to grow our team so that when we graduate this year, we're leaving it in good hands and we can remain as competitive as we've been in years past. But we're really excited about crafting some cases and kind of adapting to this new virtual environment. I guess it's nice to know that every other college mock trial team is going through the same thing. So we're looking forward to right now getting our first years on the team and acclimated, using some of that strong returner energy to build our team dynamic, even if it is over Zoom. And then competing virtually, hopefully by like December, November time. But yeah, we're super excited. Let us know if you have any questions about mock trial, but we look forward to our virtual season.